Year for someone whose line of work or job description might read natural disaster on scene correspondent. Because, man, every time you turn on the TV, there's something blowing up, burning, flooding, washing away, blowing away. You name it. It's pretty much been one of those kind of summers. And there are going to be people who have plaques on their desk 20 years from now that will say that they were the disaster correspondent of the year 2011. Oh, that was the year. That was the golden year. Wow. So, it's like our attention just keeps flitting from one rolling ticker tape on the bottom of the TV to the next. And so earlier in the summer when it was the Mississippi River that was flooding up in the upper Midwest, and of course since it's like the national bathtub drain rolling on down to New Orleans, that big, it's sort of like watching a cartoon, like watching Bugs Bunny or something when somebody swallows something way bigger than they should, and you see their neck stretch out and this bulge just working its way down. That's kind of what it felt like the Mississippi River was doing. There's a big, huge flood coming down, and here it is going through Quad Cities in Iowa and Illinois and on into the fields in Missouri, and then it's Memphis is going underwater. And by the time they get to Louisiana, they got us worked up into a total panic about the whole thing. Baton Rouge and New Orleans are going to go underwater, and we're going to do everything we can to save them at the last minute. And so there they are on the TV with the helicopters fluttering over this huge concrete structure called the Morganza Spillway. And basically, it's this part of this system that the Army Corps of Engineers uses to keep the Mississippi River going 15 feet above New Orleans' front doorsteps instead of wandering about in the swamps of the Atchafalaya Basin where it would naturally go. And so the ticker tape reads, disaster for Cajun country, and they open up two gates of the Morganza Spillway, and there's water coming, and the helicopters are up there, and the cameras are rolling, and it's like, what are they going to do downstream, And then the next day, the helicopters are still there, and they open up two more floodgates, and it's like, oh, boy, this is going to be bad. They're letting a lot of water out there into the Atchafalaya Basin, and then that was the last you ever heard of any of it. Which led me to believe that nobody got killed, and therefore we got to get on to the next thing, and maybe the water level came up in the swamps and stuff, but apparently everybody got through it okay. I loved the follow-on reporting, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, I've been playing this song a bit lately because, I don't know, I just enjoy sort of making fun of my own poor relationship with pop culture and all of that kind of stuff. I Someday I might be hip enough to do all of that. But for the meantime, I'm just thinking to myself, look at this from old man Mississippi's perspective. How long this river has been here? Hundreds of thousands of years. And the 80-odd years that the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has been tinkering with the plumbing is in old man Mississippi's lifetime ain't hardly even enough time to take a breath. Some one of these mornings he'll wake up and realize he's been separated from his lady love Atchafalaya by all that concrete and maybe a teeny tiny bit of human arrogance. And he will find his way under those locks and over those levees to run with her yet again. I should warn you that this is a sassy song. That's called Atchafalaya. Atchafalaya, won't you marry me? We could run like the devil into the deep blue sea. We could mix and mingle, we could dance in time. Oh, Atchafalaya, won't you be mine? Don't mind the big muddy, I'm working on it too. Spread my wide shoulders across the great bayou. I see the gators basking, lying in the sun. Oh, Atchafalaya, you are the one. Hey there, Mr. Mississippi, what's your line? raising Cain in New Orleans and running all the time. Atchafalaya, make a break with me. A wicked boy like gumbo and laugh in the heat. The levees fall like oak trees when I flex my might. Whoa, Atchafalaya, run with me tonight. Hey there, Mr. Mississippi, what's your line? Raising Cain in New Orleans and running all the time. Atchafalaya, just like the good old days. Up all the street in my wandering, and refineries came. I don't need no coaxing, 'cause the time has come. Oh, Atchafalaya, you are the one. Slip over the levee, get ready to run. Atchafalaya, you are the one. Thank you so much.